Hello and welcome back to Comics on TV, the only show on YouTube that talks about comics on TV, or at least the only one I'm watching, so it's the only one that counts to me. I want to say welcome and hello to my guest of honor.
Hey, thank you so much.
The man, the myth,
Appreciate
the legend, Jason Ybarra. And of course, the one and only, I think I found someone that I may actually figure out as a co-host, and that's Jasmine. Yeah, you know, we work well together. It
I have
work.
a quick question real quick. I noticed that we have Ninja Turtle shirts on, but what happened here?
Yeah, what happened here?
Okay, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. My girlfriend took my original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirt.
Excuses.
And no, these aren't excuses. She took my. I'm sweating now. No, she took my original one, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna find another one. I try to buy one, and none of them are in my size. I'm a big man, and I couldn't find one at all. Yeah, well, yeah, that's why I was like, if I knew, I would have hit you up like, hey,
I know, I have lots of turtles here.
But what I did, I wore green and a shirt with green and blue.
So you were turtle bounding.
Boom!
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. Even though Donnie is my favorite. Still, it's
really Donnie's your favorite. He's my favorite. That's awesome.
This is my favorite right
Who's
here.
your favorite?
Michelangelo.
There we go.
Well, yeah,
That's awesome.
This guy can just be turned around like
Yeah,
that.
let's do that. No love for Raph.
Well, in the comic, actually, people hate him too right now. If no one's reading it, I don't know if you guys are. But yeah, but in the comic, actually, so Shredder's died, apparently, in the comics. And out of nowhere, Raphael, spoilers if you guys don't, and Raphael has actually jumped to take the mantle of the Shredder.
Really?
And actually lead the foot. It's
I
insane.
would give it to Leo, for sure.
It's insane. There are people with arms missing and things are happening, and I'm like, what the
I think I should start reading comic books.
Yeah, it's gotten insane. But the reason we're even talking about Ninja Turtles is because, well, I mean, if you haven't noticed the shirt, there's a particular reason why right now you'll see words Vanilla Ice written right there on the shirt. Could you tell the people why?
Well, in a nutshell, I met Rob at a Vanilla Ice at this guy's name was Jared. He had a party called Jared's Epic Party back in 2014. He's in Texas. And his goal was to have a birthday party that included Ninja Turtles and Vanilla Ice, and he wanted to have them on stage again for the first time in like 20 years, and he did it. He did like a crowdfunding campaign, and
that's awesome.
And it ended up not just being a Vanilla Ice concert; it became like an '80s like old school jam concert. Like Coolio was there, and all these rap guys were there. But the main purpose was to have Vanilla Ice on stage with the Turtles, and he actually hired my group to be there with Vanilla Ice, and that's actually how I met him. And we've been friends ever since, and now I'm touring with him.
That's amazing.
I'm all over the country with this guy.
And your group is?
TMNT Van, for those of you that don't know, Facebook, Instagram, TMNT Van. I have a webpage, tmntvan.com, where you can find all kinds of pictures, especially when Kevin Eastman first saw my van. When I built that thing back in 2011, I met Kevin Eastman, and there's some pictures of him and us, and he's a pretty cool guy. Yeah.
So
it's literally a van. That's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's literally the van. Like, trust me, guys, it's the van. And tell us how you got into it. How did you even get into, like, getting the connection, getting the van? How did that happen?
Well, like most people that like any kind of fandom, especially Turtles, I was a super fan, I guess. You know, most people have a toy collection or they have comic books that they collect, right?
Right.
And they waste is wrong. But they invest a lot of money, right? I invested $40,000 to make this turtle van a reality based upon the old toy, right? So
awesome.
I did a little bit of research, and I found that the van that was modeled after was a VW bus.
Right.
That's what Kevin modeled it after, and so I bought an old bus and found some people in Hollywood to make it for me, and I go, here's a boatload of cash. I don't know how to do any of this, but I did. What I did do was I designed how big everything was supposed to be and where everything. I designed all.
You came up with a dream of like making the toy a reality.
And I gave them some blueprints and a buttload of cash, and I go, here, finish it. They're like, okay, we'll do it.
That's awesome.
And now I get to drive around by myself most of the time in this van.
Nice. And the van you've had since 2011, you said?
Yeah.
Nice.
Man, now, before that, I know that, well, if a lot of people don't know, and I know we got a lot of Ranger fans that are possibly watching right now, for other people that don't know about this, you were Babu.
That's right. I was Babu amongst other things in Power Rangers.
That's right.
I was there for 10 years, so I was probably literally everything.
And that's what I was going to say. Now, you actually have a long list of all the characters you actually were. Do you have to remember most?
No. You know, it's funny.
That's funny.
I think I was the only one on the show that would go to the toy store as soon as I put the damn costume on and bought the toy. And because I had the pictures of me in the suits, and I had my toy.
Yeah.
And that was like the coolest thing. And for a while, that was my tag on Instagram, on social media was hashtag. What was it? It was hashtag. Okay, I'm sorry. I was cosplay before cosplay was cool. Because I was always in these costumes, and so I thought it was the coolest thing. I started when I was 18. I got the job out of luck. I didn't go over there to be an actor, and it was basically because I was skinny. And
So
I
it
could
was
fit
like
in
you
the
could
damn
fit
thing,
in the
so
suit,
yeah,
and that was it.
Yeah.
Man, that's insane. Like,
That's
to
so
know that,
cool.
like, you were in something that is monumental in my life. Literally, Power Rangers is like the shiznit for me. So I'm like,
Like a
okay,
90s dream come true. Power
Come on,
Rangers,
right,
Turtles,
right,
all
right,
together. It's
exactly. You're
beautiful.
all together. That's amazing.
And everywhere that I go, like not just me, I'm sure all the other Rangers are like that too. Every convention that we go to, you know, there's always those fans that, you know, it helped them in some way overcome some kind of obstacle or some kind of drama in their life, and that's something that like none of us could have foreseen. You know, and I played a minor character, and people are still coming up to me telling me, man, you know, this and that, you helped me out, blah blah. Like, all right, that's cool, man. It's an honor for somebody to tell you that.
Rewarding.
You know?
Well, it is. It definitely, like you said, rewarding. That's
Yeah.
definitely it. Where it's like you by just, hey, I came here to just do a job and not realize how many people you've touched.
Yeah.
And then, but ultimately, it does come full circle, and you're paying it forward with the van.
Yeah,
I mean,
do you get that love
literally-
with the van as well?
No, I have a lot of hate actually.
Wait,
I've had a lot of hate since the beginning of building that thing.
really? Is it that bad or 50-50 split?
No, it was well in the beginning it was probably like 80-20 split, where 20% of the people liked it.
Oh, ouch.
And I'll tell you, in the very beginning when I brought this thing out in 2011, the biggest hate came from the VW enthusiasts.
Oh.
First off, they didn't like that I called it a van, not even knowing why I called it a van. They're like, you ruined a perfectly good bus and you chopped it up and blah, blah, and blah. I go, but you have no idea.
You don't even know the whole theme of this at all. No one ever said, hey, what is TMNT? Well, I just hate this van.
Yeah.
No one asked any questions.
that
Be
was
some older people
Yeah, older
that
people.
can't understand this nostalgia of the turtles.
It has to be. What's a turtle? What is a talking turtle? Ah.
Then I had a lot of haters after that were critiquing the car itself, like, oh, well, doesn't have that. And I go, wait a minute, where's your car? You can compare it to your car. Let's do it real quick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They don't even have a car.
Show me
They
yours,
just,
and then I'll show. I'll let you critique mine.
And in all honesty, I made sure that if I was going to build something, especially as a homage to Kevin Eastman and the Turtles and all that,
Right.
I was going to make it a spot on. I didn't want to spend a single dollar not making it like exact.
Well, what do they think of the van, Kevin Eastman?
Oh, Kevin Eastman loves it. He first saw it in 2011, and I tell you, he wants it at all the events that he does. And
Oh, so you do the events and everything.
I go to as many events that he does as I can. He has an art gallery in San Diego, and so I try and make it out there as many times as I can. I've only missed one event so far, and that was the other day because I was at a convention in Bakersfield. But Kevin's a really nice guy. We're friends. We do a lot of the conventions together across the country. So
with the premiere that just came out, the Turtles movie, have you been doing a lot of those events?
No, this one was the first one, and that actually came up really quick too. I was on tour with Vanilla Ice. We were in Alabama.
Oh, nice.
And it actually came up. We
good
got the
excuse.
gig 3 days before the premiere in New York, and we booked our flights. And Sunday, we were in Alabama on Saturday, and we flew the next morning to New York. We literally landed at New York at noon. Got driven to Madison Square Garden. Rehearsed. We rehearsed
Madison
while
Square
Garden, right?
one of the biggest places you could go to, right?
Seriously, hey,
MSG, whatever.
not saying anything big, but yeah, exactly. That's where I did
as
it.
a fan,
I mean, Beyonce was here.
Yeah, hey,
as a Turtle fan first, I can now say that I've done everything that the super fan would want to do.
Oh yeah.
I've met Kevin Eastman.
Awesome.
We're friends. I've met Vanilla Ice.
You
We're
toured
friends.
with Vanilla Ice?
I toured with Vanilla Ice.
Living the
we have our own shirt.
90s dream through
Seriously.
and through. Yeah.
And we did the premiere of the new Out of the Shadows movie. So that, as a fan, that's like I think the ultimate thing that we could have done.
Right.
And we did it. We were the first group to do it.
Yeah.
So
do
you just
anything,
like, all that hate didn't even
Yeah.
bother you.
No,
Yeah,
no,
well,
not
You
at
know,
all.
because
No.
look at where you're at now, from
No,
making
yeah.
a van to 2 years later, like touring and premieres and
And
shows.
my philosophy, the way I try to look at things in the beginning, especially from my Power Ranger days, I use some of that when I started doing the turtle stuff, and that's if I'm giving back, I can't really be a jerk, you know, like I can't roll up in my van and be like, "Daddy, don't take pictures of it," you know. But with that also comes sometimes I gotta be stern, because there's people that don't understand. Like, I pull up in the van. They'll put their kids in the bumper. They'll lean out. I go, do you not understand that?
This is a car.
I've had fans yell at me, telling me, well, you built this for my enjoyment, right? I go, no. I built this so you could enjoy it, but you're destroying it. I mean, if this was a Vet, think of it if it was a Mazda, or any car. It doesn't matter what kind of car it is. It could be a Nissan Sentra.
Right.
If it's not your car, don't put your feet on it.
Exactly.
Don't pull on things.
No,
you know?
Well, it's a piece of art. You got to respect it.
Well, also, besides that, it's the basic rule: don't mess with a man's car. You know, if the man says yes, go ahead, then fine. But
that goes on more than not. You know,
man.
Sometimes that's why I stop driving it altogether once in a while, because I'm really sorry, but I get tired of people doing that. It's like, if you can't respect it, I'm not gonna take it out.
Yeah.
No, yeah, because it's like, and there's a lot of work that goes into it. Like, all right, look, I had to do all this custom work for it, and I had to make sure it gets taken care of.
It's your name, it's your brand,
exactly.
It's your business,
And if you happen to lean on it, and now the bumper is ruined.
Yeah.
Now I have to go ahead and
they
pay
just
for it
get
and
to
get this
walk
taken
away
care of.
and
Yeah,
laugh,
you're just
know?
like, yay, and you walked off. And then, like, recently there was a story about this kid that they had some Disney
The
thing.
Lego
Lego
statue
thing,
of,
right?
I think,
15
the
grand,
fox
I think.
from-
Yeah, the fox from Zootopia.
Zootopia,
The
yeah.
thing, like,
His
they
name
had
Nick.
this Lego
Nick,
statue
yeah,
that they built up.
$15,000
statue made of Legos.
You know,
And
my
this
parents
kid
were
just-
very nice, actually.
Oh, really?
They actually, no, this is not like the gorilla situation. This is not, they were nice. They claimed responsibility. They, said, like, hey, we'll pay for all the damages. We're sorry.
and then
But
he was
I
like-
am definitely an advocate of bringing kids' leashes back.
Yeah, honestly.
Bring those
because
leashes back.
Stuff like that, like I said, if they ruin that bumper, it's all you.
yeah.
It's all on you. You know, you've got to take care of that, and that's where it's kind of like, hey, just respect me. You know,
But when you do go to
I'm more than that.
conventions, are your fans more the kids? Because, like, the TV show came out.
It's half and half.
Kids, really, the adults?
I'm 40 years old, and there's people my age, even older, that are like, "Oh man, the turtles is going!" Like,
that would be me as well.
But I'll tell you-
Exactly, it has been me. I'm not
awesome.
Before I went off on my little van tangent right now, the real reason I do it is mainly when I first started doing it. I started doing it because I wished that this was happening when I was a kid. I wish that there were people in turtle costumes going around, and I could take a picture with them, right?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
So now I do it, and every convention, you see the lines. When we come out, there's a line of hundreds of people waiting to get their picture taken.
Oh, do you dress up like a turtle too?
Once in a while, I've logged in so many hours in that suit.
What suit? Which turtle specifically?
I'm always this guy. I'm always this guy. 'Cause I get to. There's only one other Michelangelo that I think's better than me, and that's Nick Palma, because he was the original.
Yeah,
Better than me, it's gonna be Nick Palma. That guy
That's
is
it.
an awesome dude, and yeah. But other than that, when you're there and you see the smile, even when I'm in the suit, to see the children smile and like they're in awe because they think that you're real.
Yeah.
That's why I do it. That's why all my.
I mean, you're not real. I'm just kidding.
You just see us with our heads off, okay? But I make sure that most of the guys that are in my suits, and I have girls in there too, but most of them are my friends, first off.
Right.
Good.
And I make sure that I get cosplayers that understand.
Yeah.
I don't just get anybody off the street and put them in there. They have to understand that there's little kids
It's like
and
Santa
everybody.
Claus,
Exactly.
Cosplayers understand that whatever fandom they're cosplaying, they're true to whatever it is that they're
They
playing.
gotta embody the character.
So
that
I try to get
There
when
you
I
go.
can people that know Ninja Turtles, and they don't gotta know everything about them, but they gotta know the premise of, hey, we're cool, or whatever.
Right.
And that adds to the show when we're out. When we're out, the kids like seeing all the turtles, like interacting with them.
Oh, definitely.
But that's the biggest thing is the smiles on their faces when they see
Definitely
us.
the kids.
Well, see, that's
Yeah.
cool that you understand like the burden. It's like great power, great responsibility, etc., etc. And it's
Spider-Man.
like you get that because like you said, you were cosplaying before cosplaying was cool,
yeah.
or before cosplay was a thing. And I know you bound and you cosplay.
Oh yeah, I've
yourself,
actually
and-
cosplayed as April O'Neil.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
The
but
90s version, yeah.
I
Not
haven't
Megan
been
Fox.
lucky enough.
not
I've-
Megan
Are you sporting some hate right there?
No.
yeah,
no,
right.
no.
Are you getting?
Michael Bay. Looking at you.
Hey, don't because
No,
it's
she's
not
awesome.
all. Yeah, she's okay.
Yeah,
She
but
did-
it's all about the
she
90s,
did pretty
so,
good. But I mean, that itself, like, are there any tips just for like cosplayers themselves? that you love to be able to give them? Because, I mean, you have that idea where you understand, okay, when I put on this suit and I show up to a con, one, yes, I am doing this and I have a brand to represent, but still also there's a level of responsibility by doing so. It's almost like when you're at a Disneyland party and they put on the thing and there's a level of responsibility. I have to make sure that I'm okay to these fans. Like, are there any tips that you can probably share, or probably, hey, watch out for the kids that do this, or anything?
Everybody has to. I mean, I'm sure the Disney characters have to deal with it at Disneyland, and anybody that's in a costume, whether you can see out of it or not, everybody has to deal with some sort of tugging and pulling, and
harassing,
and if you're not in the mindset to let it go, you can cause problems for yourself and other people. Because I've seen people get out of hand before, and sometimes people don't know how to take it.
Oh, jeez.
What has been the most rewarding experience? Like, if you can name one thing that has happened with you in the van that just kind of like was like a dream come true. You're like, this is everything that I wanted for. This moment is what I've lived for.
I met Kevin Eastman. That was the first and foremost.
And now you're buddies. So.
Yeah, I know, right? That's
done. Mic drop. Go home. That's it. Life achieved.
in the order, in the honest order, it would be Kevin Eastman, Vanilla Ice, and the movie now. That's the three things.
The new movie, did you see it?
Oh, yeah.
I've seen it 5 times.
5 times?
Well, okay,
busy schedule.
So you've seen it 5 times. Fair to say that maybe you think it was good, but yeah, what's your opinion?
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you that I really enjoyed the second movie over the first.
Okay, all right.
There's a lot of
That's
action
good.
in it.
Sequels are hard.
And I really think it's a smooth storyline, and it's quick and it goes.
That's awesome.
I don't think it delays in any way.
Oh, good.
What about the new villains?
The new Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yes.
I think everybody's been waiting for them. I've been waiting for them. Krang, everybody's been waiting for that guy.
Do you think they did a good job?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And the one thing I gotta put in there is just pay attention to the music. Pay attention to the music. The whole film. There's a couple of things in there that are pretty good in there.
Big Easter eggs if you guys haven't seen it yet. That's huge. Listen right there.
Yeah.
No spoilers, just dropping something, let you crack that Easter egg open, because that's going to be good when you do get to see it. Oh, that was genius, though. To
awesome.
make sure you let people know. So, now my question is, how are we going to get you into the next film? Because I want that to happen.
Everybody needs to write Michael Bay and Paramount and say, hey, even if they have my van in a junkyard just because they are vans or old vans there, that'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool, actually.
That would be genius.
Well, like Pixar does with their movies, they have hidden
like
notes,
just somehow like in the background.
Everybody write to Paramount, write to Michael Bay, and say, hey, you got to get TMNT van, Jason's van in there somehow, like in the junkyard or something. That'd be pretty cool.
Well, by now you're like you're a TMNT icon.
Yeah.
When I think TMNT and I think of conventions, like you are automatically what I think.
I appreciate that, but like I said, I really do it for the fandom and for the little kids. Like I said, I wish that stuff like this was going on when I was a kid, and for me to be able to do that and be invited to so many places, that's what it is. Just because when you see me here and there, a lot of it's on my dime.
Yeah.
And I get invited to go.
Right.
People think there's all this money involved, and it's not like that. It's like
you have to pay for your way there, and
I get invited most of the
and
time, and most of the time I'm invited, but I still got to pay certain things to get there, and people don't understand that. I have a regular job at home. I work in the movie industry, but I'm able to still, because I don't have a regular job in a sense, that allows me to make other people happy and me leave and go all these places, because when I come back, I can get work easily.
Right.
I'm not leaving a 9-to-5 job, which I'm not knocking. I mean, sometimes I wish I had a 9-to-5 job myself.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I wouldn't be able to do this.
Honestly, I'm glad you didn't, because if you did, then I wouldn't be able to enjoy seeing you at cons. Just being honest. I know it's selfish, but
the van is awesome.
Yeah, come on.
And when's the next time we can see your van actually in Southern California?
You know what? Next week it'll be at LA Cosplay Con. That's
nice.
June
12th, Saturday?
I think so, right?
June 12th or 11th.
11th.
Yeah.
11th.
Yes.
LA Cosplay Con, and it'll be there with the Turtles, too.
The Turtles, all 4?
Yeah, all 4.
Yes.
Ooh.
Awesome.
You can see the Turtles with Vanilla Ice in Phoenix. Just look up any of Vanilla Ice's shows on his webpage, and we're probably there. The only reason why we wouldn't be at a show is because it conflicts with my schedule of touring. But we're probably doing about 95% of his shows this year.
Oh, jeez.
Very nice.
Man.
Yeah.
And, like, if they want to follow you in any way, Instagram, Facebook?
Yeah, Instagram and Facebook is a TMNT Van. My webpage, tmntvan.com. You can see what I'm doing there. And, it's pretty cool. Oh, Twitter, TMNT Van Official. Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Definitely. Well, Jasmine, could you plug just where can people find you?
Well, first of all, I just want to say Donatello is the best turtle.
No, this guy is
No.
He said, correct yourself. Correct.
I was going to add you to my social media when you said it, but
Exactly. That's it. You're gone.
He's
You're
my
gone.
favorite.
You're gone.
He's a scientist. He's a nerd. He's awesome. I am Jasmine Loves You. I am also part of the Pop Culture Renegades. So you can find me on YouTube under Pop Culture Renegades channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Jasmine Loves You.
Perfect.
I do.
just want to
I
make
do
sure.
love you guys.
Good.
Just want to make sure it's not just a
Appreciate
saying.
that.
No,
yeah,
I do.
'cause it could be
All
something.
love.
Well, you can always find me here right on Comics on TV, here on that hashtag show. We have videos coming out every day of the week, Monday through Friday at least. So you want to see something you want to check us out, please go ahead and subscribe. Push that button. Make sure to subscribe to keep up to date to everything trending in geek pop culture. And remember, every host has an even better sign-off. Goodbye, guys.